Thank you, everyone, for joining us this week as we share our very first witness of the week. Pete, obviously, as people are watching this at home, it's unusual times. We still have our mask on, social distance throughout the church. The obligation has not returned, but for those of us who are able, we can now enter back into church. Obviously, you decided to come back. So my question for you today is, what brought you peace or helped you to overcome the fear? Why are you here today?
Yeah, thanks, Eric. So I think for my wife, Linda, and I, it really came down to the Eucharist. It's probably the primary reason. So like everybody, we stayed at home and we watched the Mass online, but there's just this emptiness or this void that was left sitting at home and watching it as opposed to being here in the Lord's house and actually experiencing it firsthand. So coming back, once we came back, that void was gone. It really meant a lot to us from our spiritual life. Second thing really would be normalcy. I mean, I think we've all experienced this with COVID and being at home. Things are not normal. There's just nothing normal about it. But coming back and being able to see familiar faces and see people that we haven't seen in a long time and see them on a weekly basis now helps bring about that normalcy. Yes. And probably the last thing, and this is more of an example of the first two, my Uncle Charlie, which Eric you've met, had not been able to come to church in over a year, and in the last couple weeks started really feeling this compelling call to come back. And he got very excited the closer it got to that date when he could come back. And he chose to come back to St. John's at the Wednesday Masses at the noon Mass because that gave him a safe place. And he got very excited leading up to it. He came to Mass, and he talked for days afterwards about what that really meant to him to be able to come back. And so we're supposed to feel safe in our homes. For us, St. John's is our home, and we just feel safe here.
Thank you, Pete, for sharing your testimony. And for those of you at home that it's not safe for you to return, we understand. We're glad to bring this ministry to you, and we're praying for you. For those of you who feel the call to come back, and you feel it lengths the time, we have a space for you. Throughout the week, our 4 p.m. Mass and our 8:30 a.m. Mass especially have room available. But we'll make room for you. God bless you.